found it really stupid, frustrating, and remarkably aggravating.
Whoever you are, or whatever it is that you do, when you really want something, it's because of the desire originated in the soul of the universe.
There are so many factors that we should consider in order for us to reach our dreams in life.
We must follow what our hearts truly desire, as long as it won't stop us from being good. Hi guys, my name is Michelangelo Kapunan.
Hello everybody, I am Daisynie O.
I am Mabelle E. Denosta.
Hey guys, I'm Loui Guamrang, and I am here to give a review to the book entitled The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. So I have written my reflections here, and I'm just gonna read it to you. First of all, after reading the book, I have formulated the questions. Is the message of the book, don't follow your dreams? And we should just stay where we are, because what we have is already what we want, and you don't need to go through a journey. This book mentioned a lot about our own personal legend. This book made me believe that the universe will conspire and help us to achieve our personal legend. This book taught me that if you want to pursue something, do it now. The idea of follow your dreams is a common thing. It implies that we should have a goal and work towards it. That makes sense. But the book does not tell us that we should figure out what we wanted and work at it, but instead, the message of the book is that we should listen to the world. It would tell us what we have to do and we would follow it. That's terrible. It also says that something else in the universe would make it happen for you. You have no agency over your own personal legend. It would happen to you if you choose to let it. Or else, it's not gonna happen at all. That's insulting. Let's say for example the crystal merchant. He didn't follow his dreams but ended up the same place like Santiago did. But he didn't know what he wanted to be. He didn't experience dealing with all of the situations or going through a journey. To know for sure, he was actually happy where he is at the moment. For instance, imagine saying this to somebody. You're following your dreams but it's wrong. That thing that you're doing is not the right decision. That's incredibly insulting, right? But to the crystal merchant, yes, he didn't follow his dreams. But that guy is responsible. He is happy where he is now. Meanwhile, we people have bad lucks. Even when we have a goal, we know that we want and we work for it, we're going to have setbacks. Bad things will totally happen in our lives. Not that the universe will conspire for us to achieve our own personal legend. After all, we must choose to follow our hearts, as it is the language of God.
After reading the book, these are the lines that struck me the most. First was, whoever you are, or whatever it is that you do, when you really want something, it's because of the desire originated in the soul of the universe. It talks about having a certain goal in life that you really want to achieve and make a reality. And the second one is, usually the threat of death makes people a lot more aware of their lives. So this line is familiar because it is one of the existential paradoxes of life, and it interprets that people just realized how life is really important for them if they are in the brink of death. So as I've observed that people nowadays just waste their lives without thinking about their future. They don't take everything seriously, which is not good, because they will realize someday that they could have done better and they could have treated life seriously, and that's when regret comes in. And for me, the resolution of the story is that when Santiago realized that his real treasure is where his heart is, and through his journey he met some people that changed his life and may be considered as one of his treasures. And generally, the Alchemist simply intends to bring out our attention that if one dreams and wishes That's something one should be persistent about it and be patient for long enough. Just like Santiago, wishes can come in both material objects and life experiences. That simply says that our life experiences can be our treasures. Just like Santiago, his journey to the pyramids in Egypt is his treasure.
My reaction to the story is that there are so many factors that we should consider in order for us to reach our dreams in life. Among those factors is love. Why? As we all know, if there's an opportunity that will knock in the door, we normally think about it first, almost 100 times before grabbing it. We all think of our loved ones, that sooner we leave them in order for us to seek the first step in fulfilling our dreams.
The book, which is entitled The Alchemist, tells us the story of a young shepherd boy who goes on a journey and quest for treasure to realize his personal legend. Along the way, he runs into many obstacles, and the journey quickly turns into an adventure. I have learned some lessons. The first lesson I learned is to pursue our dreams by following what our heart desires. This simply tells us that we must follow what our hearts truly desire, as long as it won't stop us from being good. We must put in our minds that everything we do has consequences, so make sure that we do it because it is what our hearts and souls desire. The second lesson I learned is that failure is the first step towards success, so do not give up in the process. This statement tells us that failure is part of success. Failure is the one who motivates us. It is like the young boy, Santiago, who ran into many obstacles, but in the end he got what his heart truly wants, the treasure. This story explains to us that setting goals is not enough unless we put our hearts into it. If we dream of doing or achieving something, we must be willing to risk and invest a lot of our time. In order for us to be successful in doing or achieving that certain thing. Just like Santiago, he encountered many challenges along the way, lost his money and his beloved, but it did not stop him from getting what his heart desires.